What's going on, guys, and welcome to round 2 of this back to front challenge on F1 2015. For those of you that are new to this series, basically I'm driving as Lewis Hamilton in the Mercedes car in championship season mode. I'm skipping qualifying, which means I'm starting at the back of the grid for every race, racing with no setup on the car and just seeing how far up the order I can get in each race, trying to challenge for wins and hopefully be competitive in the championship. So if you missed round 1 in Australia, I highly recommend that you go and check that out before watching this video. For those of you that did, I'm about to reveal the result of that race, so if you haven't, I suggest you go check it out now. Link is in the description. So we managed to get the victory in Australia, largely thanks to a problem that my teammate Nico Rosberg suffered in the latter laps of the race, which ultimately resulted in him not scoring any points. So I won the race with Sebastian Vettel in second and Kimi Raikkonen in third. So best possible start to the championship for us. I'm not expecting this race in Malaysia to go as well because, well, to be honest, Malaysia is not one of my strongest tracks. So it's going to be interesting to see how this race goes. We'll be starting at the back, obviously. So without further ado, let's get to the grid in Malaysia. So here we are on the grid in Malaysia, starting at the back. Rosberg is on pole, so it's going to be a hard job in this race to try and catch him up. We're going to start on the primes and move on to the options later on, where hopefully we can be fast towards the end of the race. So here come the lights, and away we go in Malaysia with the two Manners just ahead of me, and I haven't got the best of starts, just about matching them, and now my superior engine power with the Mercedes allows me to get alongside Will Stevens, and I dive up the inside of a fair few cars. We're up to 11th, we might even be up to 10th. We go past Kvyat, we are in the top 10 even before the second corner, and now we've got Marcus Ericsson ahead in the Sauber, so we should have a pretty big speed advantage over him. We may even look up the inside into turn 3, and we've made that move, and now we're looking at the back of Romain Grosjean in the first of the two Lotus Renault cars. Maldonado is just ahead of him, and we're having a look around the outside of maybe both of them. No, just Grosjean around that long left-right chicane. So we're up into P8 already on the first lap. And there may be a chance to get past Maldonado into this hairpin. Breaking down from 7th gear down to 2nd, but we decide not to go for the move. This sequence of the track is quite tricky, I find. Traction whilst turning and braking is quite a difficult section to get right. But we've managed to stay with Maldonado, who's going very slowly through that left-hander. And now he blocks us slightly coming into this right-hander before the first of two long straights. The first DRS straight, although this is lap 1 obviously, so we won't be getting DRS, and we're in the slipstream anyway. And we looking up the inside now, looking to go into P7, and we've got that move done, and all the cars in front of us peeling off into the pits. What on earth is going on? They're all in the pits and we're going to be in the lead. We are in the lead of this Grand Prix. What is going on? That's got to be a glitch or something. And now I've got Grosjean going past me into turn 1. I was so surprised by the guys ahead of me all diving into the pit lane at the end of the very first lap, so they've got to stop again, surely. And we're battling with Romain Grosjean for the lead of this race. Why would the top 6 be pitting at the end of lap 1? It doesn't make any sense. They've just completely screwed up their own race. And I can't get past Grosjean, although he's slow in this corner as he was last time, but not slow enough for us to get past. But why? It just, the mind boggles. That's got to be a glitch. I've seen a few in this game in the time that I've had it, and there is another. Everyone, well, I don't know how many people actually did pit out of the whole field, but we've got Grosjean ahead of us and Hulkenberg behind. So I don't know how many people have pitted, but it was at least the top 6 cars, and now we're looking up the inside of Romain Grosjean and we retake the lead. Hopefully now we can pull away from the Renault, the Lotus Renault. as we come towards the end of lap 2, in the lead of this race. And, well, I mean, we've just got to try and... Where's Grosjean gone? Oh, there must have been 3 wide going into the final corner. Hulkenberg, Grosjean and Perez, because the positions were just going nuts there between the 3 of them. So it's the start of lap 3 and we are in the lead through a glitch. And now, well, we'll just see what happens in these next few laps. That's another fastest lap for us. On lap 3, gap to Hulkenberg is just over 2 seconds now at the start of lap 4. Not a lot to say about this stint really. As we now come into the pits, we're going to be changing on to options. We've just been holding a comfortable gap ahead of the 2 Force India cars because they aren't up to our pace, and with the front 6 guys off the start line completely screwing their race by pitting at the end of the very first lap, it's just been quite an easy drive for us so far. And now we're going on to the option tyre as well, which is going to make us even faster, and most of the AI will be on primes. I mean, just completely ruined this race. It's going to be quite an easy victory at a track where I really didn't expect to be that quick. I thought that we'd struggle to get onto the podium here, and yeah, just really strange. So unfortunately this race has been a bit of a bore fest since we took the lead from Romain Grosjean on lap 3 after the top 6 guys all pitted at the end of the first lap and must have had to stop. So we come across the line now to take the checkered flag in Malaysia. That's 2 wins in a row for us in the championship, and we're going to have opened up a big lead over all of our rivals. Rosberg looks to have finished on the podium somehow. He's finished in 3rd, so he'll pick up some much needed points after not scoring any in Australia, but he's already going to be more than a race win behind me. So the perfect start to this championship, 2 wins in the first 2 races, and our rivals really struggling here in Malaysia because Sergio Perez finishing 2nd in Force India. With all due respect to him, he's not really going to represent much of a championship contender. I feel he was able to benefit from a lot of the cars pitting at the end of the first lap, which was just really odd. So you see Raikkonen there finishing 6th. No Vettel in the top 10. He's in 15th, having made 3 stops, really. Honestly. And Bottas finishing 20th. Well, he didn't even finish. So that does it for this video, guys. I will see you soon for round 3, which will be the Chinese Grand Prix. Leave a like if you enjoyed this video, and subscribe if you want to see more from this series. You can see there we've opened up a 27-point lead over Raikkonen. We'll be looking to maintain that gap in China for my next video. So I hope to see you guys there. Bye-bye.